first introduce yourself and tell us what GoatBoy Films is.
Okay.
And where you're based out of.
All right. Hi, I'm Eric Butts. I'm currently with GoatBoy Films, which is mainly headed by a brilliant auteur of a director named Jerry Williams. We are based here in Lexington, Kentucky. As a matter of fact, I live 5 minutes up the road. Pretty much every bit of our films are made here. I do a lot of producing, a lot of editing. My friend Patrick Bowling does a lot of 3D animation. I do a lot of music. Jerry makes a lot of crazy films. He's a huge fan of black and white. He loves strange, offensive comedy. And that's pretty much most of what his films are. They're very surreal. He loves strange, offensive comedy. 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 And that's pretty much most of what his films are. They're very surreal. You can either love them or hate them, but if you really give them a chance, you'll find they're quite brilliant.
How many films have y'all released so far?
I know we got like so far. Why do we got so far? Why do we got so far? I know we got like six. Yeah, 6 currently available. Jerry has 2 more in post-production right now. They should be out in the next few months. His first film, Verbose, has been released 4 times through brain damage. Originally it was on the Demented Deviant 6-pack. It then had a single release, and then it came out on a 50-pack and a 100-pack. You can find those Amazon.com, Best Buy, anywhere they sell DVDs. And some of his other films are starting to get a little bit of heat and getting picked up by distributors. And in the meantime, we're just out at these festivals, selling what we can sell, making money, making people aware, and hopefully making people laugh.
So what's harder, the filming or the promotion?
To be honest, especially on a Jerry Williams film, because of his style, the promotion is hands down harder. Partially because the way Jerry films, Jerry doesn't believe in budgets. Jerry barely likes scripts. He likes a concept, he likes cardboard sets, and he likes to get great actors to come and say, here's the basic idea, do what you want with it, and then brilliant performances ensue. And it's just very surreal, but hilarious. It's, in a sense, you watch his films, you can't really tell what's going on, and you're wondering, like, what just happened? But at the same time, you're laughing at it. And the promotion's a little bit harder because his films are so unique and such their own style that it's kind of hard to find the audience. We have an audience out there, we have a fan base, but most of the festivals we go to are horror, and even though his films have horror elements, you know, they're very much more comedy and sci-fi and just really kind of their own thing. So, you know, we find our fans here and there, we get screened at these things sometimes, and, you know, we do build our fan base, but it's a little bit harder for what we do and what we're trying to do. But mostly we come out here, we, you know, have some fun, party with people, make some new connections, yell stuff at people that walk by, hopefully getting them over here to buy our movies. Mostly the stuff we yell is true on occasion, maybe a little bit of a fib just to get their attention, you know. Especially if it's a ridiculous lie, you know. Try not to, maybe a little bit of a fib just to get their attention. Maybe a little bit of a fib just to get their attention. Maybe a little bit of a fib just to get their attention, you know. Especially if it's a ridiculous lie, you know. Try not to. Advice for anybody else that wants to do it, don't do a believable lie. If you're gonna lie, make sure it's an obvious one. If you're gonna lie, make sure it's an obvious one.
Do you all use local actors?
Yes, a majority of what we work with is local actors based out of Lexington or Louisville. A few of our films have had some celebrities, some B-movie celebrities. Conrad Brooks, who was in every Ed Wood film that Ed Wood ever made, he's in a lot of these films. He and Jerry are very tight, they're good friends. We recently started working with Lloyd Kaufman, so he's in a couple of our films. The major one is Zeppo. He's in like 20 minutes of that. He plays himself, and he's been elected President of the United States of America. And then the biggest celebrity coup we've had so far, she's only been in Zeppo at this point, but she's coming back for more in the future, is Debbie Rochon, who has been working in horror independent films for like over 20 years now. She literally, if you look her up on IMDb, literally has over 200 acting credits alone, not to mention producing and writing. Currently the co-host of Fangoria Radio with Dee Snider on Sirius and XM Satellite Radio every Friday nights at 10 p.m. on 108 or 139. And she is an amazing actress and an amazing lady.
Now Zeppo, is this the newest or is this the biggest?
Zeppo's kind of our biggest.
For it.
Yeah, Zeppo is definitely our biggest. It's the one we took the most time, put the most money into, got the most people, you know, like 400 visual effects shots. I mean, took 3 years to actually make the movie, and we've been screening it for 2 years and just started selling it a couple months ago. Probably the most current is Soul Robbers from Outer Space, which is another great one. And Probably the most current is Soul Robbers from Outer Space, which is another great one. And Debbie Rochon's not in it, but part of the premise is she gave her blessing for this. There's a television channel that runs Debbie Rochon movies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But the evil corporations behind it are in cahoots with the aliens, and they're broadcasting signals through the station to brainwash people. And I happen to be one of the co-stars of that one.
Okay.
And it's pretty funny, but yet again very weird. You know, it's not for everybody, but almost. Even if you don't like his films, you will always at least find a couple of laughs. If you love his films, you'll be rolling on the floor.
What do you have planned next?
If you don't like his films, you will always at least find a couple of laughs. If you love his films, you'll be rolling on the floor.
What do you all have planned next? Are you going from different festivals or gatherings like this, or?
Yeah, we're still kind of sticking in the southeast at the moment. You know, roughly within our area. Over time, we'll keep branching out. Currently, we just went to Fright Night Film Fest in Louisville last month. We're here at the Scare Fest, which is like hands down the best this month. But we're still contemplating. We went last year to the V Movie Celebration, which is at the end of September. But there's some issues with that this year that it may be causing us some problems, so we may not be going to that. But then I think I want to go back and cover the movie. I think going back to go to 3 or 4 festivals a year, but you know we're slowly kind of branching it out. Hopefully, we'll be to 6 festivals a year, and then eventually 12. And you know, because this is where it's at. You're gonna meet all the people. You're gonna make some money. You're gonna have some fun.
Is this the biggest payoff for being an independent films? I mean, stuff like festivals like this. I mean, is it?
They are and they aren't. Financially, you know, you kind of usually break even at these things because you do have to pay for the table space. You gotta. Luckily here we don't need hotel rooms. Most of the time you got to pay for hotel rooms. You know, we run a 3-man crew. You usually only get 2 passes, so we have to buy an extra pass. So you know, you're not really making money, but you may break even. The main focus of these is that you get to really kind of promote yourself, get your name out there, let people know what you're doing, and you really kind of build your fan base. At the same time, you can go talk to some of these celebrities, and it's amazing that some of these people, as huge as they are totally into this stuff, and they will come work with you and help you out for way less than you would ever expect. And I mean, that really helps too, especially if you end up at a party with some of these people and they get to know you. And mostly internet sales is what really helps. Distribution. Some of our films have been really distributed worldwide, like his first film, Turbos. I mean, you can buy it in Best Buy when they have them in stock and such. You still don't make a lot of money off that either, though, because they have so much overhead, you know, that you don't get it back. So at this point, you know, I mean, especially with these kind of films, it's really about just doing it for the love and the passion and making people entertaining people. Because I mean, we've started making some money in the last couple years, but we're still just around the breaking even point. And you know, but we love it. So it's not, the money is nice, but that's not why we do it. But we're at least getting to a place where we will start actually making a little profit soon.
What can anybody do to find out about you all? We're going to go to on the web or?
The easiest place is probably if you go to zeppothemovie.com, ZEPPO themovie.com, all one word. Zeppothemovie.com. And we have a link section. You can find our MySpace in there, sometimes our Facebook. Also, Jerry and Patrick Bowen are starting a new website to help everything out called indyfilm.tv. INDY-film.tv, all one word. And that's just now starting up, but that's going to be a pretty interesting site. And then basically if you search for Jerry Williams films, Jerry Williams movies, or Eric Butts, or Patrick Bowen, you're bound to find some of our stuff.
Okay. Anything else you want to add about it?
Well, as I continue to work with them and hang out with them, there are other projects in the works too. Jerry is going to start helping out my company. I have my own little production company. I would tell you the name, but honestly, I'm in the middle of a name change at the moment, so I don't want to say what may change tomorrow. Had a company name for like a decade, and now that I'm ready to really get it going, getting the web address and all this stuff, I'm finding a lot of other people seem to have had this name as well, and I'm like, okay, maybe I need something different.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we have some more stuff. something different.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we have some more stuff, some stuff that's really out, something different.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we have some more stuff, some stuff that's really out there, offensive, gory, horror. We even have one little almost PG-13 serialized space adventure that's going to be pretty cool. And so, I mean, we got a lot of stuff coming in the pipeline. And like I said, Jerry has a couple other films, Queen of the Cursed World and Major Powers, which is a superhero takeoff. Those will be coming out on DVD very soon, within the next few months. And pretty much all of these you will be able to buy on our website within about a week after Scarefest.